Hey everybody, I want to share this with you because this was actually last year, went to a picnic and a friend of mine kids in this way, I said as I showed up late, hey, a black man is here, and the wh. Group is white. But my last name is Abraham, which is Jewish. And that's lost on a lot of people too often. And part of that is because I'm not a practicing Jew, but my last name, Abraham, is Jewish. And so it has always vexed me that you ever heard much about folks like me who were black with Jewish last names, or who were black and practicing in Jewish, right? Or every time the subject was brought up, it was always returned with the comment Sammy, as in Sammy Davis. So it's in that context that I'm really proud to show you that the Jewish News of Northern California has posted here as more Jews of color in leadership positions is good for us all. And I want to thank the editorial board for posting this. And they note that this is the Jews of color leadership roles are invited to a think tank convened by the Leichtag Foundation in September of 2016, including Jews of Color Field Building Initiative, Executive Director Alana Kaufman, top right, which I believe that means that's that person being top right, okay? And these are all Jews of color. I want you to take a good look and keep in mind that because a person is Jewish or has a Jewish last name, it doesn't mean that they're automatically white. Focus on that and keep that in mind. And I'm going to read to you what this editorial says as we go. It goes like this. It says, momentum continues to grow within the Jewish community to promote awareness of and advocacy for Jews of color. As a hub of Jewish innovation, the Bay Area has become the proving ground for not one but two major programs designed to move more Jews of color into Jewish leadership positions. It's about time. Less than 2 years ago, the Jews of Color Field Building Initiative was launched in Berkeley under the leadership of Executive Director Alana Kaufman, who had headed a similar program with the Jewish Community Relations Council. Now, this week, it was announced that the progressive Jewish nonprofit Bend the Arc would launch Project Samash, aimed at bringing more Jews of color onto boards and into leadership roles within East Bay Jewish organizations, from synagogues to community agencies. The pilot is expected to begin before the end of the year. Why now and why here? According to the 2018 Portrait of Bay Area Jewish Life and Communities, 25% of Jewish households include a person of color, a number that spiked to 38% when zeroing in on younger Jews 18 to 34 years old. Quote, to advance the visibility of Jews of color is to strengthen ourselves in every way. Clearly, Jews of color and people of color heading Jewish households are an increasing percentage of our Jewish population. When it comes to the governance of our institutions, they deserve not only a seat at the table, but one at the head of the table. As a recent story on Project Samash notes, programs like these don't get off the ground without significant